Twilight time. Deeper inside a cave, the walls and ceiling obscure most of the light from outside. This shadowy area is known as the twilight zone. The light in this zone is so dim that everything appears to be bathed in a bluish glow. This part of a cave feels even damper and cooler than the entrance zone. Animals that rely on the environment of the twilight zone are called troglophiles. Their eyesight is often poor, and they usually have less colorful bodies than animals living outside of caves. These creatures spend their entire life cycles inside moist caves, but many can also survive in similar habitats outside of caves. Animals commonly found living in the twilight zones of caves are centipedes, fish, beetles, earthworms, and spiders. Totally in the dark. Deeper still inside a cave, beyond the twilight zone, is the dark zone. Here, passageways are flanked on either side by steep stone walls. There is no light at all. Darkness engulfs this place, and moist air envelops everything. It is hard to believe that any animals could live their whole lives in total darkness. Yet many strange creatures live in the dark zones of caves. These animals, known as troglobites, include rare species of frogs, salamanders, spiders, worms, insects, and crabs. Cave biologists believe that these unusual creatures are distantly related to animals that once lived near caves, but they look only slightly similar to their surface relatives. Troglobites even need food that is unavailable outside of caves. Some twilight zone animals live submerged underwater. This spring cavefish lives on microscopic organisms. Troglobites are adapted to living with the absence of light. Most of them are completely sightless, so it is only logical that these unusual cave dwellers have heightened senses of smell and touch. For example, their bodies can detect the slightest vibrations. They can also sense changes in the air pressure around them. When something is moving nearby, these creatures can feel it. This special ability helps them catch food. It also helps them avoid becoming another animal's meal. Most troglobites have ghostly white skin. Some even have skin you can see through. They don't need pigment in their skin to protect them from the sun's rays. And they don't need skin coloring to help them blend in with their surroundings for safety. These unusual adaptations mean that troglobites can never leave the dark zones of caves. Scientists now know that cave animals are vulnerable to even minor changes in their environment, so their work includes protecting these least known and fascinating creatures. This salamander is sightless. This crayfish has see-through skin.